What is up, YouTube family? How are you guys doing? Today is December 26th. It is the day after Christmas, and I just felt called a little bit to talk to you guys and put something together because I really need to get myself into the vlogging mode. I was doing so well during my prep, and something about just not having a specific goal to work towards has totally shifted me completely in every aspect of my life. I feel like when I don't have a specific goal to work towards, it feels to me like, what's the point? You know, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I'm definitely a goal-oriented type of person, and it has to be a big goal, because if it's just like, oh, I want to do this for myself, setting a small goal, that's not enough for me. I need pressure, I need deadlines, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start practicing, start getting myself back in the groove so that I can really make sure that I am getting all of the content for you guys for this next prep from start to finish. So where are we now in regards to the prep? We right now are still not officially started, but we are definitely tapering down. My cardio is up, my calories are down slightly. I'm doing cardio 6 days a week, and I'm training 6 days a week, but I've always trained 6 days a week. And I am just starting to taper a little bit so that when prep starts officially, which is going to be January 1st, which is 6 days from now, we are all set to go. So what have I done to get ready for my upcoming prep so far? I think this is so important, especially if you're a first-time competitor, and you don't know what all it's gonna take. Let me just tell you this: you have to do a couple of things. You don't just hop right into a prep, right? So the first thing that you're gonna want to do, that your coach should tell you to do, is some blood work. You're gonna go ahead and want to get your blood work done, get your hormone levels tested, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that you're in a good starting position to take on the extreme restrictive diet that is a bodybuilding preparation. Because yes, it is extreme. No, it is not attainable. No, it is not healthy necessarily. And I'm talking specifically about bodybuilding prep. Bodybuilding, the sport of bodybuilding, training and lifting and trying to build your body up and all that stuff, is of course very healthy. Focusing on your protein intake is very healthy. Moving your body is very healthy. Trying to build lean muscle, all that stuff. But when it comes to a bodybuilding prep, there are a lot of extreme elements to it, and it is not for everyone. So that's step number one, is you're gonna have to go and get your blood work done. Step number two is you're gonna have to, of course, pay your coach for your prep. I don't know, depending on who your coach is, you may be able to do monthly installments or some kind of installments you could pay up front. My last prep I paid up front. This time I am doing installments. Step number three is gonna be getting all of your supplements. So supplements are gonna be specific to you, dependent on what your coach wants you to take. I'm talking about multivitamin, probiotic, things to help with sleep and recovery, stress management, digestion, all of those kinds of things. You're gonna need more than just your protein powder and your pre-workout. There's gonna be a lot of vitamins, minerals, and different kinds of pills that you're gonna need, and your coach should get a list of that to you. But yeah, supplements is a lot. Another thing that I recommend you get with your supplements is a supplement, what do you call that? Like a pill divider, a pill carrier, a pill, you know what I'm talking about, those little pill things. Because you will end up taking so many supplements and you will have to be on the go at least some of the time. So I like to just set myself up for the entire week and set up all the supplements that I'm going to be taking for the whole week and just have them ready so that I don't have to think about it or worry about any of that stuff. So that. The next thing that you're going to have to start doing, and something that I really recommend, is getting rid of all of the crap that you have in your house, okay? Any kind of snacks, any kind of things that you know are going to be hard for you to deny yourself of. The sooner you can get into full compliance mode in a prep, the less time you waste. I know that for me, at least at the beginning, the first time that I did it, I kind of just jumped in. And so the first week, it was a little bit hard to go from 0 to 100 and just go from eating my regular diet of like having a piece of chocolate here and there, having chips around in the house, to like absolutely nothing at all. So that's something that I definitely recommend that you do, is just get rid of everything in your house. Give it away, give it to a friend, give it to your roommate, give it to your family, I don't know, whatever, but don't have it in your house, because as soon as you start restricting and as soon as you start having different kinds of limitations on your diet, you're gonna be so tempted. As soon as you can't have something, that's when you want it the most. So definitely get rid of all that stuff. So another thing that I would say is a good thing to do before you start getting ready to prep is make sure that you have an area set up at your house that you can do your check-ins at. So somewhere that has pretty good lighting. If you can get natural lighting, even better. I have some studio lights at my house because usually my morning starts so early that I have to check in when it's still dark outside. So I have studio lights at my house that I just bought on Amazon, and I have those set up. I have a tripod set up for myself, and if I don't check in at home, then I know that there's one of the gyms that I go to that has a pretty good locker room with pretty good light. Just make sure that you're consistent, 1 or 2 places where you do your check-ins every single time, so that your coach has a better gauge of what you're actually looking like, and he can give you, or she can give you, the correct feedback. So the setup for your check-in does matter, and the lighting will make all the difference to your check-in photos. So make sure that you can go somewhere, or you have something set up where it's clear, where you can see your entire body from top to bottom, and make sure that your phone camera, of course, is like not cracked and working. So that's another thing. But besides that, those are pretty much the basics of what you're gonna need. Of course, I can go into all the kind of like little specific things that I've learned throughout my experiences competing, that I like to have personally before I start prepping. But those are basically just like bare minimum. Those are the things that you need to do. So yeah, I have all that stuff already prepared. I also, for Christmas, got an exercise bike. So similar to the Peloton, but it's just a different brand. And I love it. I've already done cardio on it twice. Almost used it every day since I got it. But I'm really enjoying that because I love spinning. That's like my preferred form of cardio, is spinning. And so I have that at home. So that's going to make it really easy for me to do any fasted cardio if I can't go to the gym or whatever the case may be. And my prep coach likes to incorporate sprints into my cardio, so I should be able to do that on there as well. So I have that, and I'm really excited about it. I also have a couple of shows lined up that I want to watch during cardio, because that's another thing. You're going to need something to do during cardio because you're going to have a lot of cardio to do, and it is just boring, honestly. Like, it gets really, really boring. And there are times that even the best shows, like, they're not going to hit. You're not going to be able to concentrate. There's something about cardio that some days it just goes by and it's fine, and some days it feels like you can feel every minute. You're looking at that clock and like 30 seconds pass by at a time. So for those days, I recommend you do something active with your hands, like swipe on TikTok, or clean out your storage, organize your contacts, clean out your pictures in your phone gallery. All those kinds of things where you're distracted a little bit and you don't notice the time going by. Take a class. Some people read books. I'm gonna try and do that this time, but I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, I might be taking some classes during my cardio, especially if I'm on the Stairmaster. So that. Oh, another thing that I recommend, not for accuracy, but more as like a measure of your effort, I like to wear my Apple Watch. You could wear a Fitbit or any other kind of thing. I also have to track my steps, so I like to wear it for that. But also I like to see, obviously I don't care about the amount of calories that my watch says that I burned during a workout, because everybody knows that they're inaccurate. But if you have the same roundabout number of calories being burned every single time that you're doing that specific workout, at least you know that your effort is the same. And you're going to start to see at certain points that the calorie output will be lower. And usually it's on a day where you're not really giving that workout your all. So you can kind of gauge your effort based on that. That's what I use my Apple Watch for anyway. And of course, for my heart rate during the cardio, I like to use my Apple Watch as well. So those are just a couple of things. I'm getting ready over here. We'll see what the day brings for us today. I just have a regular work day ahead of me, nothing special. I am actually really tired because I didn't sleep much last night. So I'm hoping to get some rest today before having to go to the gym. I took yesterday off the gym, which is really weird because normally I like to train on Christmas Day, but because I had trained on Christmas Eve and I was just so tired and I had a slow day at work, I figured, you know what, let's just take the day off and like rest as much as possible. But in the end, I ended up not sleeping because I started rewatching The Walking Dead from episode 1, which is so good. Like, it's such a good show. And I'm hoping that maybe I can actually finish it this time because I never finished it the first time. So I'm rambling. I can feel myself rambling. I have a large coffee that I am going to be finishing. I tried to say drinking and finishing at the same time. But I will be drinking right now, and hopefully I'll be more awake for the next time I see you guys, because I'm literally trying to fight yawns off right now. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So these are my daily supplements. Yes, this is a week. Look at all this dog hair. Sorry guys, I'm a dog walker. This is a week supplement thingamajig, but I use it for each day because I take so many supplements every single day. So I'm about to take the ones that I'm supposed to take fasted because I haven't eaten yet today. So that's fasted. That's meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, pre-workout, post-workout, before bed. So these are my supplements, and this is the first little batch, and I'm about to take them right now. And yes, I take them all at the same time. I can't even show you because I'm going to spill them. Oh my gosh. Anyways, just take my word for it. Okay, here, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pills. So down the hatch. I hate taking vitamins on an empty stomach, but we gotta take these on an empty stomach. Just like that, okay? I don't struggle taking pills. I don't know. Some people do, but not me. So we have the rest of the day. Let's not lose one. We have the rest of the day to go, and I'm gonna be having my first meal here in a little bit. It is 12:51 right now. So normally I don't eat this late, but today has kind of gotten away from me. I don't mind starting to eat this late though, because that means that I am not hungry for as long. So it helps me later on in the day. And then this is the coffee that I have been working on. There's just like a splash of almond milk in there. Extra ice, a grande in a venti cup. That's the way to go, okay? So I have that, and then, yeah, I gotta get back to work, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. How many times can I say that?